Playoff football has once again returned to our nation's capital as you get a look inside Northwest Stadium here in Landover. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 18 Rodwell. 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Come on.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
This is intercepted.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Irvin. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Ready, 60, 70, 19,
Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Will McDonald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Daniels. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
79 Broncos. Top 60. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
To throw is Daniels. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And not much to speak of. Probably a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, 74 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end. Him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
19 tight, 19, 10 to 11.
2nd and 6. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, Warriors 70. Top rope, 7 Pirates, 7.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies have tried to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
19, red ball 80. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Back to throw again. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Rashee Rice, 71 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on.
On play action, they'll throw. And the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Now he's loose again. He may go. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, 67 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either, but boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense, guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else, and guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Okay, ready?
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk Mustang, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, come on. That's 60, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, Jack.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Here is 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
7 guys, Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60, Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Daniel's going to throw for it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
He may go.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 80.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
18 Rebel, 18 Cardinal, 18 79 Bronx, trap 50, Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Sheds off the tackle. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
The final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. And now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Second down and 6 now. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Washington. Jaden Daniels, 50 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The
intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the jump. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Here we go. Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got this to Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and 3.
Hey, hey, tag. Ready.
Handoff running left, Irving. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Ready, ready. 7, trap 60, trap 18, 5 in. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
19, hurt.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Number 85. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Buccaneers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 42. Buccaneers 38.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Here we go, here we go. 19, Buffalo 18, 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Bucs have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
42.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready? 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
70 Lions.
Goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Viking 18.
Yardage here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 49, Buccaneers 45.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Okay, quick.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
37-yard line.
Ready? Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bucs have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go.
And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the fourth, with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now Daniels. That is into the hands of Krosky-Merritt.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 6. 19 tight. 19 tight.
To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And some room to work. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here we go. 1st and goal. They get this out left, and he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. From 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 56, Buccaneers 52.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
19. 18. 60.
Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's 1st down.
18. 5 in. 60 Bobcat. 60 Eagles.
He's back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
He'll look to throw. A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, set.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point splits the uprights. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
19. 19 tight. Broncos, 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Rattler. 18 Rattler.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready?
Well, they'll let McLaurin try and run. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long. So, Charles Davis and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.